Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, today's lesson, we're going to go into part 3 in Shameful Spewing on E. Okay, so, get your notes ready and be ready to write down these scriptures that are pertaining towards our enemy, Esau, Edom, okay, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, we're gonna continue in part 3 in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, okay, verse 3 on down, and then we're gonna go to Obadiah. So without further ado, let's get it. Let no man deceive you by any means. So there's a lot of nonsense going on out there. There's a lot of false prophets, false information, a lot of beliefs. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. Because we Salakia. Okay. We had to fall away first, meaning we had to go into captivity. You understand? And that man of sin may be revealed. So the man of sin is Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, right now the 2/3 are being wicked, the heathens are being wicked, but who is the man of sin? Who are the sons of the wicked? Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. And that man of sin may be revealed. Okay? Because the wicked right now are being exposed by the files. Okay? First and foremost, it's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Exposing our enemies. Alright? This is things that are being exposed right now at a high alarming rate. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So son of perdition means destruction. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh. Okay, so let's stop right there. It's very heavy. Okay, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4, who opposeth and exalted. So he's opposite. Okay, everything that this man does is opposite of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because they are on the left hand side. Okay, they do opposite of righteousness. You see? Okay, so they do not follow the God of the Bible. The Edomites follow Satan and bafflement, which is wickedness. Who opposes and exalted. So opposes because it's opposite. Okay, they're on the left hand side, wicked, right? And exalted himself, because the Lord didn't exalt him, he exalted himself. Okay, the Lord put him in power, but remember Nebuchadnezzar, he didn't acknowledge Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the Lord turned him into what? A base man. Okay, a creature with long nails and man. Okay, so who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh. So this man, the Edomites, they think that they are gods. Okay, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High, because they feel that they're gods. Okay, the self-proclaimed white man, they think that they are unstoppable. All right, verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Okay, and now ye know that withholdeth that, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Because right now he's being revealed, okay, by the mouth of the prophets. Truth being, truth is back on the earth. Okay, starting with the Abba Bivens, the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, right now, truth is springing. Okay, is all over the earth, because the Lord is going to return. Also, what? Our enemies are going down. Verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, because the Edomites with the files, okay, everything that they do, okay, everything that they did, the atrocities, okay, the killings that they did to our brothers and sisters, the so-called Native American Indians, whom the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. There it is. Okay, so who is the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Yahushai? The prophets, okay, the prophets. And this is why this word is such a problem to our enemies, okay, because our enemies are being exposed. So how many of you out there ever seen Superman? All right, his weakness is kryptonite, right? Okay, our enemies, their weakness is to be exposed, and the Lord is exposing them before he destroys them. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. See? Because this is who the Edomites worship. Alright, it's right here, it's plain. With all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay? Because they do got signs. You see how there's that Jake, okay, there's a Jake, he has a brain chip, okay, he's speaking different languages and all that, because they do have power on the left hand side, but it's in wickedness. See, with their AI, things like that, but that's all from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? Yahweh controls the left hand side, so you can understand. Alright, and very important, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth. Because the elect, okay, are the only ones who receive the truth. All right, that they might be saved. So let's get it again, verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Okay, so people have been given strong delusion. Okay, verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Because our enemies, they truly believe that they are gods and that they can overcome the Lord. Because these demons tell them. Remember, the wicked, the left hand side, they worship Satan and Baphomet. They sacrifice children and they conjure up demons. Okay, very, very real. Okay, you got to understand that wickedness is very, very real, but the right hand side is stronger than the left hand side. All right. Go verse 12. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth. There it is, okay? Because that also, we can link that up to Romans 3:3. The Lord said also, our Lord Yahushua said, all they that don't believe are condemned already. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth. Because if you don't believe in the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're not part of the hopeful elect. So does that mean that, oh, you know, you guys can find an alternative and be okay? Okay, does that mean that, oh, we're all right? No, okay? If you're not part of the hopeful elect, no one's going to make it. But had pleasure in unrighteousness. See? Because this world has pleasure in unrighteousness. See? You know, they don't have pleasure in the Lord. They have pleasure in unrighteousness. Being whores, sellouts. Alright, the list goes on and on and on. Verse 13. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you. Okay, but we are bound to give thanks always to Yahweh for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because Yahweh had from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. So right here, the elect, okay, this is the brethren, beloved, that's the hopeful elect, okay, because Yahweh has from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Okay, going into the elect. All right, so let's go to Obadiah. All right, so if you have to be part of the hopeful elect in order to receive salvation, to be saved from the impending dangers and judgments that are already here on earth, because a lot of people losing their lives. Okay, it's judgment and much more to come. All right, let's go to Obadiah verse 1, and let's see here, bear with me. Let's see here. Okay, so Obadiah chapter 1 verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Because right now, the Edomites, they are being exposed to who they really are. Okay, what their tunnels underneath these synagogues. You hear about, you know, these things that they have tunnels underneath Disneyland, and you know they have tunnels and gateways to where, you know, people use the restroom and they're taking children and stuff like that. The tiny tops, they have tunnels underneath their churches, things as that. You know, they torture children and stuff like that, molest children. It's very real, very real. Verse 3, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, because they're full of pride. Okay, they are full of pride. All right, so their pride had deceived them. So is it good to have pride or no? It's not. Okay, the Lord tells us many times. Okay, pride go up before destruction. Okay, this is very real. Okay, pride is an abomination to the Lord. All right. So pride, it blinds you from the truth, because our enemies feel that they're gods, that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, because our enemies are originally from Mount Seir, Mount Petra, whose habitation is high. So right here, the Edomites, their cities, they are the first ones to bring in these skyscrapers. Okay, it's bugged out. You got people living on top of each other. You know, it's bugged out. Okay, it's completely bugged out. Whose habitation is high, because in these downtown cities there is big skyscrapers, you know, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Question mark. See that? Because this is what the so-called white man believes. They believe, oh, you know, because the prophets are out there saying you're going down, you're going to slavery, and the so-called white man, they feel in their heart that, oh, you know, they're never gonna go down, they're going down. And Revelation chapter 18, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai tells us through his prophet John the Revelator that our enemies are going to go down in 1 hour. Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. So, who exalts himself as the eagle? The Edomites. So pay attention right here, Akim Akwath. There is that clown Vocab Malone. He's also saying that, and there's a lot of other people who say that you know, what is it? That the Edomites have been done away with. Okay, that's not true. That's false and incorrect. This is also going into the characteristics. Okay, what our enemies, what they think of themselves, how they live, okay, to show you that the Edomites are still here on the earth. Obadiah 1 verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, because who exalts himself as the eagle? The self-proclaimed white man, the Edomites. And though thou set thy nest among the stars. So once again, who represents themselves as the eagle? The so-called white man. The Edomites are still here today. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, what does this mean? Because who has the satellites up there? Okay, the Edomites. Now China's up there, things as that, but the Russians were first, and then it was America. So this is talking about their satellites, their space force, their NASA, you know, things like that. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because when did the so-called white man lie that he went to the moon? 1969, right? The United States lied and said they went to the moon. Okay, same year, the Lord had Abba Bivens, John the Baptist, Elijah. Okay, same thing. So that right there, that fulfilled that prophecy right here. Obadiah 1 and 4. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, because that was a complete lie, that America went to the moon, supposedly, okay? But when they did that, the Lord had the same year Abba Bivens, okay, up here, started teaching the truth. Okay, so right there, that is that right there. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. See? So remember, every time our enemies make a move, they're closer to being checkmated. See that? So they're bringing these laws and stuff, these you know, draconian laws and legislative to pass famine the word and all that. That's beautiful, because remember, the more they do, the faster they're going to be checkmated, because they're fulfilling prophecy. Okay, all right. It's just, remember, every time they do something, it brings us closer to our Lord, to our Lord's arrival, because that's one thing off prophecy, one thing off the checklist. See that? So this is what we're seeing here. You see? Okay. Verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? There it is. Would they not have stolen till they had enough? Right. Because the so-called white man's shit, he's never satisfied. They got more than heart can wish, and they want more and more and more. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Question mark. Verse 6. This is the main point here. This is a very beautiful point. Listen up. Obadiah 1 verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? See? As we read in part 2. Alright, remember Esau is Edom. Alright, we got that in the book of Genesis. Okay, also we can get the story in Genesis chapter 25, how Esau, okay, and Jacob were born by Rebekah. Alright, when Isaac and Rebekah, okay, they had Jacob and Esau. Okay, when Rebekah had Jacob and Esau. Okay, that's Genesis 25. Also, you go into the birthright and the blessing. Also, you got to read Genesis 25 and Genesis 27. Okay, because this is how our main enemies, why they're upset, because we got the birthright and the blessing. Okay, our forefather Jacob supplanted them. All right, yeah. It's very real. It's very real. Okay. How are his hidden things sought up? Okay. So once again, Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? Okay. Exclamation mark. Because how can Esau be revealed with his secret societies, things like that? Okay. The Lord is exposing our enemies. See? Esau, Edom. So he's still on the earth today. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. Quoting it. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. If you take out an FRN, an American dollar bill, a $5 bill, whatever it may be, a $20 bill, a $50 bill, a $100 bill, okay? Also in the coins, quarters, nickels, right, pennies, there's Edomites on there. Okay, so who is ruling right now? The Edomites, so you can understand. Okay, how are the things of Esau searched out? Okay. How are the things of Esau searched out? Because the Lord is exposing them. How are his hidden things sought up? Because they have secret societies. Okay, they pay agents to lie. These churches are under a 501c3 charter. Okay, agents are set up to lie. You got false prophets out there getting paid to withhold information. Okay, they're not telling you that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. You got examples out there such as ISUBK, IUIC, all right, things like that. Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. There is none understanding in him. Let's hold that right there on verse, the end of verse 7. Let's get a precept to that. All right, there's no understanding in him. Right, because the Lord, this is what he thinks about our enemies. Bear with me. First Corinthians chapter 1, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So right there, The Lord's saying that the smartest people in this world are fools. Let's read Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7 again. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. Okay? So, deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. There's no understanding in these Edomites. Okay, he's a base man. All right, the Lord gave them their power, but the Lord's still saying that they're fools. Okay, because the Lord only gave them a little power, but the Lord's still calling them fools. See that? There is none understanding in him. Right. Verse 8, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? See? Because the Edomites are still here. So 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9, once again, quoting it, Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, because we got next. So, are we ruling right now? Us Hebrew Israelites? No. Who's ruling right now? The self-proclaimed white man. Because Esau, the Edomites, are still in power. This is another clear indicator that they are still here on the planet Earth. And understanding out of the mount of Esau, question mark. Okay? Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See? So, may be cut off by slaughter. Once again, alright, we read that in part 2. Okay, Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. The day cometh, I'm quoting it, the day cometh that shall burn as the oven. And as we go to the bottom, the end of that verse, Malachi chapter 4 verse 1, it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, because remember, the Edomites, they're all going to be cut off. Okay, the line of the Edomites, the bloodline of the Edomites after 1,000 years of slavery, they're all going to be cut off. Okay, they're not going to exist no more. The Lord's going to completely erase them off from existence. The heathens will remain on the earth. Okay, the remaining heathens. Okay, but the Edomites will be exterminated after 1,000 years of slavery. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, the Teman are the Germans, they are the smartest out of the Edomites, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone, okay, listen up, that everybody from the Edomites of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Verse 10, why? Okay, because they have a big tab. They don't believe that they have to pay for what they've done. Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Forever. So after 1,000 years of slavery, they're going to be cut off forever. With that's it on today's lesson on part 3, Shameful Spewing on E. They are going to be completely erased from existence. Okay, our Lord is right around the corner. Okay, as soon as the elites, okay, as soon as Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, okay, because remember, our Lord moves things around. Okay, He controls everything on the earth. He controls the left. Yahweh controls the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Okay, so everything that happens on the earth is because of the Lord. All right, everything. So once the Lord gives the green light, okay, to the left-hand side, because the Lord tells Satan, then it goes down the chain of command. Okay, once it goes to Once it goes to the elites, okay, once it goes to be made mandatory, then remember what Apostle Har say, once the RFID chip is made mandatory, our Lord is right around the corner. And Apostle Har said that we're months away. So tying up, okay, remember, stronger is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Okay, because yeah, Satan got power, but Yahushua beat him. Okay, all right, remember, what did Yahushua tell Peter? The gates of hell cannot prevail. Okay, the gates of hell cannot prevail. So remember that on your feet, soldier. Okay, the right hand side is stronger than the left hand side. So with that, until next time, shalom.